G'day guys and girls, welcome back to Sidequest Gaming, where we take a look at both old and new games to try and uncover some of those little hidden gems you might want to give a crack and try out for yourself. Today we're taking a look at a title called Legion TD2, Legion Tower Defense 2. It is free on Epic Games at the moment, there will be a link below, and it's a tower defense game that's kind of wave based, and we'll dive in for about 20 to 30 minutes of gameplay. As always, I'll give a wrap up and my thoughts, feelings and impressions at the end of the video. It does remind me an enormous amount of Squadron Tower Defense, the mod for StarCraft 2 that I've done a video on earlier, and I will link that below. But let's dive into the campaign, and we'll go Crystal Coast, I guess, and we will. Apparently we're on a beach. Let's go. Tommy, we'll just go regular. Okay, we get to pick a race that we're going to go as. I don't actually know anything about any of these races at this point, so how about we could go Walking Dead, we could go Elemental, we could get Atlantean, Nomad, Beast, Shrine. Let's go Mech. Let's go a Mech Army. Okay, a bunch of robots. So, basically the way it works, we have a bunch of money to spend. We have to build some towers here to defend against the waves that will be coming. We also have, well, it's recommending we build some bazooka boys. So how about we start out with a few of those, get a bit of a defense up. We also need to build some workers, which we'll build one over here. And we're going to send a snail. Now, to explain how this works, basically, what we are balancing is spending our money on towers to defend each wave and spending on workers that are going to mine this resource, which in this game is called Mythium. Now, the more Mythium we get, the more things we can spend here, which will send these creatures to the enemy wave. So basically, the enemy is doing the same thing over here in the Fog of War, and each additional unit that I send, spending my Mythium, will go over and add to the start of the wave that they have to defend against. Also, each time I spend Mythium, it increases my income. So each unit I send, my income goes up, which means next wave I will get more money. So the balancing act that we're playing is, have I spent enough money to survive here with my towers versus have I spent enough to get income to make sure that I'm earning more for the next round. As it stands, I may have underspent on my actual defense here because I think they're going to get through on me. They are. So they then leak. This comes through here to our king or our boss dude, and he will defend. He'll fight himself, but basically if he dies, we lose, and he's upgradable as well. As I said, very heavily influenced from the mod I've seen for StarCraft. I'm not sure what came first, but I feel like it's like the influences are quite clear. So this is a tank unit. Let's get a Pee-wee. We're going to put him down here. Can we upgrade him? We cannot afford to upgrade him because we don't have enough money. But we could go for another. Can we upgrade a bazooka boy? We can't. Oh well, we're going with that. We'll send another snail over there. Oh, we are in trouble. And I think I might have even just fallen behind the curve where this is not redeemable for me. We will see. So obviously we get money for each time we kill something, but if they, manage to get through, we lose the money that we would potentially get from each of those kills that we'd have. Oh, we just survived. All right, we are going to have to focus on getting some of these guys alive. So let's go with we could go an AoE dude. We probably need the tank a bit bigger, don't we? So let's go him. Buff him up. We don't have enough to get another one of those. We'll get a Tempest. Once again, no idea what these guys are doing, but we've spent quite a bit of money now. So hopefully next round we'll be able to focus on getting some more workers. Let's see. Okay, our tank's surviving better. That's better. That's feeling much better there. Okay, get another worker. Spend a snail. Now we can save up our Mythium to get higher, like all of these cost more. You can see the amount of income they give us, but they also will have like auras and things like that affect the other side too. Now, I think... Is there something happening over here? Yep, so they actually broke through. Now, when that fog of war goes down, it means that we'd be able to see their composition as well, which, you know, if we knew what we were doing, that would make a bit of a difference too. Let's just go get some more tanks. Let's just get a bunch of them. There we go. See how that goes for us. And what was it? It was 90 to upgrade, I think. So if we can hold off for 90, we might be able to get another one of these tanky boys, which will slow down their push through. Nice. What's uh-oh? Okay, yep, so they've broken through the wave over on the other side. So we are whittling down their hero unit, which means maybe we should even consider saving up some money to do a really big push. Send a bunch of dudes over that side. Upgrade that guy. Let's get another worker to get us some more Mythium. And we've got this spell that's kind of upgrading too. I don't know how that works necessarily, but interesting to see. We can upgrade our king as well, so we can spend Mythium to make him stronger or attack faster, stuff like that. So a few different strategies that we could look at kind of going through. I'm thinking we're going to try saving some of this Mythium, and we'll send something a bit bigger to the other side in the next round, not this round coming. Because they've broken through again there. I reckon... Or maybe we do go this round. We might just push it through. Let's send a flamethrower guy. Hopefully that'll do a fair bit. And what about we do a different upgrade up here? Let's get a pyro. And there we go. Let's see how this goes. I think we're going to be victorious in this run. And we'll go... Where's the ready button? We know we're going to be okay. I want to see what happens over here. That's our little flamethrower boy that we bought to send over. It's not doing as much as I would have liked, to be honest. Considering that we managed to push through harder last time.
Consider it done. Off to work.
Getting a bunch more workers. Okay, push through. How are we doing on our side? Yep, we survived. Okay. So obviously, we're playing the single player or the co-op mode at the moment. But obviously when you're playing against other humans, it does become quite strategic in terms of when you are teaming up to send big chunks of units and like what you are choosing to send against them. So it's quite a bit of planning that goes ahead in this space, which is quite cool. Let's go another, just upgrade our tanks. We're sending a bunch of snails. There's all our snails that are about to pop over to the other side. We're going to check that out again because we are so close to becoming victorious in this one. He's on 13% health. He's almost there. All our snails right at the front there. Oh, he's holding though. How are we going? Yeah, we're okay. We're alright. It's going to be a close one. Yep, we got through. Okay, I think that's going to finish it off. These weird, whatever they are, blobby things. Let's see. Is it going to... Yeah, it's going to carry the day. Nice. And victory is ours. Okay, and that's essentially the loop for Legion Tower Defense. as I said, I deeply enjoy the Squadron TD, the mod that this appears to be heavily based off. I'm assuming that Squadron TD came first. I could be wrong on that one, but very, very similar games. But so far, this is you know, it does the same thing, and it's doing it in a game in and of itself, which is quite fun. As I said, this game, I do like. I think that the fact that this has a solo and co-op element, I really do enjoy, because I do find that that allows for a nice choice between whether you want to be very much focused on the multiplayer elements of, you know, saving up to kind of saving up to send massive waves, or whether you just want to challenge yourself and see how long you can go in terms of how long you can survive. And people have very, very different ways that they want to play these kind of games. And I think that that's a really enjoyable thing, to have those kind of different options to spend too much gold. Oh, how do I undo one? Sell. Okay. It didn't like me doing that. It gave me a warning. It wanted me to spend on workers. Okay. Cool. Spent on workers. Leave me alone. Cool. Yeah, I think that kind of providing that option to allow you to kind of have a single play style where you just kind of try to push the synergies as far as you can go, and not really focus on kind of optimizing to, you know, send massive waves to wipe out the enemy, versus when you do feel like doing that, I think it's a really good option to have those choices. I enjoy that. What's this? Okay, so what are we going to build here? Get a proton. I kind of want another one of these little aqua AoE dudes. I am really starting to wonder. Yeah, I'm really. I need to do a bit of research about whether or not this game is Squadron Tower Defense, because even the units are actually named very much the same. Like Mudman is a unit in the mod. The Proton is a unit in the mod. So I don't know whether even this is perhaps created by the guys that did the mod for the StarCraft 2 game, or is it the other way around, and perhaps the mod is just a straight rip-off of this. I honestly have no idea. Okay, we got two of these kind of bouncy attack guys. We probably need to start looking at some workers again soon, but we are almost there. And up the top here, we can see the waves that are coming up, which is quite cool. Kind of gives us an idea of what we're coming up against. He's going to go down, which is disappointing. We're going to have to see whether we can upgrade our tank or what we can do there. So, what does he become? Yeah, Golem, very similar. Okay. What do we want? Another Golem? Do we want? Maybe we want. See what that does. Okay. He's kind of doing a lot. Something I didn't mention earlier is all of our surviving units kind of get teleported down to the bottom of the wave. I'll show you that in a moment, so it kind of makes a bit more sense. Oh. That's interesting. They have special abilities that can be used that affect like a single wave. That is quite interesting. Didn't really put that where I wanted that. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Got it in. So, oh, he just sent something quite big, a scorpion. Let's get some more workers ASAP. Here we go. So they've already cleared their wave, and you can see over here, the units that survive pop down into this bottom lane. So when you're playing multiplayer, it means that if you've managed to really get through a wave quite comfortably, you can actually kind of cover the leaks of your partner. If they're falling behind, you can get them just to focus on kind of building economy and kind of building up that way, and you can kind of step in to cover what they go through. Now, I've probably made a mistake here because the recommended value is 655 for this particular wave, and I'm much lower in terms of how much I spent on my troops. So I might actually lose this wave. The other interesting thing is I can re-roll fighters, which I haven't done yet. So we might even see how that... Oh, how interesting. So we can get different guys. How cool. Oh, and I used that. Whoops. Okay, that's quite fun that I can re-roll to change my fighters. So we're in a bit of strife here. Got... But we're not too bad, but we are going to have to focus on spending our money on our dudes here. Now, our tanks are kind of okay. We could go up in it. No, we don't have the money for that. But what if we change to some different elementals here? Fire elemental. And we don't have enough, but we can get another little aqua spirit. We're still below the recommended value, so we are falling quite a bit below on that front. But we're doing a lot more damage, which is good. They are getting through our tanks, so that's a problem. Okay, I would suggest we only just survive that one. Probably don't want to focus too much on the... focus too much on workers just yet. What do we want here? Maybe we go... Do we go another fire, or let's just get a bunch of these. Let's try that out. See whether kind of mass works in our favor. Get more snails, more income. Because in theory that bounces. Just getting a worker so I don't fall behind on that front. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're doing quite a bit of damage there. That's good. Income's going up. Okay, cool. 147. Let's get another Mudman. Yep, get a bit more tankiness up the front. Cool. We're kind of stabilizing a bit, which is nice. And we're now much above the value, so we're okay on that front. Oh, not above. We're below, but we're pretty close. All right, let's see how we go here. We really need one of these mudmen to be upgraded, just so our wall kind of holds. I think I'm going to try and see whether I can save enough money. Okay, cool. Survived. Yep, we got enough to upgrade a Mudman. Let's get a golem. Okay, big boy out front. Nice. All right, and we're still below. That's okay. Sending a whatever that is, a fiend. So something you have to get as you get used to a game like this, you start to learn which one of these their stats is appropriate to send over, what their kind of auras are and things like that. Like some of these sends that you can use will heal the enemy. Oh, a boss round. So at level 10 we have a boss. Single unit, and so generally you try to kind of like stack your sends for this boss round. I think I might lose to this one now, because my tanks all went... Yeah, he's got me. I'm in trouble. Now, let's see whether or not he kills my boss. I'm not sure my king is going to be strong enough to take on a boss. Oh, it's a just thing. And then over here, we are just going to win. There we go. We're victorious. But that was a very close situation. So, this is Legion Tower Defense. Legion TD, too. What do I think of it? As I said, I really enjoy the mod for StarCraft 2, so it is kind of up my alley. It's quite enjoyable. I really like the solo co-op element. I think that's quite fun. I think it's quite cool that it's so similar to that mod. So if you are familiar with the mod, you'll already know a bit about what this looks like. I haven't experimented much with the multiplayer, so I don't know how active it is, but this game is free at the moment on Epic Games. So if you're interested in it, it's worth picking up and having a look. I'm never a fan of microtransactions and these kind of shop elements. So I don't know whether these are just cosmetics or not, or they're actually units that you have to... it's no pay to win. These are... yeah, they're cosmetics. Good. That's important. So yeah, this is Legion Tower Defense. Thank you so much for spending the time with me. This has been Sidequest Gaming. As always, have an amazing day. If you're enjoying the content, enjoying seeing some new games you might not have tried out before, consider liking and subscribing. It really makes a big difference to me and the channel. Have a great one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.